De'Aaron, first up, number one, how are you feeling after the big shot that you took? And then secondly, just how good does it feel to see those free throws go down, all the way through the fourth?
I feel all right. I mean, they told me that my neck will probably be sore tomorrow, but it definitely feels good to be able to finish out a game. Obviously, being in a similar situation that I was in, and made a miss time, and then we were able to get a big stop. So it definitely feels good.
It appears that you guys kept it close in the third quarter, which you needed to do, and then you just took over in the fourth quarter. Was that your intentions?
I mean, it's kind of just the way that the game went. I made some plays, and the team definitely trusted me. And obviously, we still have Ty out there to make plays for us down the stretch. But I think it was, like I said, it wasn't really a game plan. It's just kind of how the game went, and we were able to finish this one out.
Fox, a lot of people have been criticizing your defense throughout this year. You had a great game on both ends. How good does it feel to not only do what you did on offense, but then also have those stops on Jimmy Butler down the stretch?
I mean, depending on who we're playing and the way a lot of things goes in this league, a lot of switching happens, and being on someone like Jimmy, knowing, just trying to know his tendencies, knowing what he wants to do in the post when he has a guard, definitely helps out a lot. And I mean, he's one of the strongest dudes in the league, especially on the wing. So just trying to hold your own, and if you can be a small and you switch on the wings, and not have to have your team, come down a double is definitely a big plus for us, especially with that team and the way that, they shoot the ball. It was definitely, great for me to be able to hold my own down there with him and, not have to put us at a disadvantage with double teaming him.
De'Aaron, you and Buddy obviously were huge in this game. I just wonder from your perspective, how big was Damian Jones for you guys today?
Man, Dame's, the minutes that he's gotten, he's been great for us. I mean, with how athletic he is, being able to guard 1 through 5, we switch a lot when he's on the floor. And, I mean, the big thing about that for us is just rebounding on the back end, because we know that he's going to do his job in making whoever he's guarding miss. So just rebounding is one thing we have to be better at when he's out there guarding perimeter guys. But offensively, defensively, he's been able to do a lot of things for us, whether it's coming to blocking shots, finishing, getting and ones, whatever it may be. He's done a great job at that with the minutes that he's gotten.
Fox, two for you real quick. Just what did you make of the amount of times you got to the free throw line, your effectiveness there, and how much that was a byproduct of kind of getting downhill? I
mean, it was really just stay aggressive. I mean, I got hit a lot. My arms are red. Got cuts everywhere, but it was. I mean, that's all it was. That team, they're very aggressive defensively on the ball. With whoever's setting a screen, they blitzed a lot. And then when they had Jimmy out there at the 5, they switched everything. So it was just to try to use their aggressiveness against them, continue to get downhill. I wouldn't say they're a great shot blocking team, but they do get they generate a lot of steals. They get deflections. So knowing that they'll swipe, the NBA is different. Guys have learned how to, even if you don't want to hit their arm. So, like I said, they generate a lot of steals. Knowing that they're swiping, it's just use your skill, use what you've been taught.
And then just the way you guys defended that final play, kind of take us through that. What did you see with the? It seemed like a lot of you guys swarmed on Butler.
Yeah, a lot of times you put a longer defender on the ball because Kyle took the ball out. So the first time I stayed on him and I asked if we wanted to put Mezzi on him and let me guard someone that was running around, and they said no. It was just, for me, just being able to read, knowing where I need to go at what time, and knowing, obviously, Kyle Lowry is a great shooter. But I just tried to take something away, try to make Jimmy catch it as far out as he could, because I think it was 4 or 6 seconds left. He drove, and I actually came all the way over, because there was probably no way he could make that pass all the way to the opposite corner and get it off in time. And we just tried to make the shot on him difficult. Obviously, you don't want to give up a 3 to lose, but worst case scenario, he has to make a tough 2 to go to overtime. And I think we were able to challenge the shot well, and he missed it.
De'Aaron, you guys are sitting right now in the 10th all by yourself. Just how much is the focus on, number one, making the playoffs, but also just figuring out a way to be more consistent and figure this thing out moving forward?
I think it's definitely big. I mean, Alvin talks about it. It's not many games between, the 5th, 6th seed and the 13th seed in the West. So, we control our own destiny throughout the rest of the season. Like I said, we need to just stay on a steady pace rather than, being on a roller coaster. And I think because we were up 4 in the third quarter and they hit us. But I think we have to stop being that team that gets hit first and then, seeing how we reply. But I mean, we definitely responded well tonight, and we were able to grind this one out.
Fox, we've seen things like kind of boil over on the sideline a couple times in the last few weeks. Is that what do you feel like's happening in those moments? Is it something that is healthy?
One happened. I was out with COVID, and I don't know. Oh.
Hello, De'Aaron. Congratulations on the win, the performance as well. For you, how in the fourth quarter in crunch time, how important is to have the ball in your hands, make plays for your teammates, make plays for you, and how comfortable you feel in that situation?
I mean, I've always been comfortable, with the ball going down the stretch, and especially when I have it going in the fourth quarter, my team is looking for me to do that, and I mean, it was really just getting to my spots, and it comes down to a lot to making shots, but getting to the free throw line, just creating contact. I think the game, slowed down a little bit. I think it slows. People realize the game definitely slows down when you're making shots and things like that. So just being able to get guys in the right spots, and it's not even necessarily me making the assist pass. It's if we get a switch that we like, get off of it. If we have a matchup that we already like, try to get to that matchup, calling a play even if I'm not in the play. Just a bunch of little things that happen out there in those moments.